So it's Izzy Larson serving for the Wildcats. And Alexis Shelton with a big swing there. It falls just left of the line. Now tied up at 2.
Yeah, kind of a messy swing there by Shelton. I think she knows it, though, reading her face. Larson delivers a little bit of an easy serve. They're going to need to be more aggressive to put some pressure on OU.
Yeah, Shelton, the All-SEC first teamer last season. Had a bit of a slow start to this year. And it's Kelly Jo Burgess with the strike there. A nice swing, gets a quick point for Oklahoma.
Now, it's no shock there that Oklahoma is going to utilize all of their hitters, pins and middles, getting involved early on.
Bring to the line Sydney Thompson, senior libero. This one falls just out of the reach of Hadley Welch. Wildcats unable to return it there, goes as an ace.
Serve receive is so important. The two most important touches in the game of volleyball is the serve and the serve receive, and whoever can win that might win tonight.
4-2 Sooners. Wildcats handle this one. They set it up for our impact player. That's Aubrey Beaver slamming it down.
Big swing into the corner shot. That's a beautiful spot. It's a really hard ball to defend. Take another look at that. Beautiful out-of-system set, too, to give it to her just deep into that seam.
Yeah, caught the Sooners creeping up on the net too much. No one on the back. Hannah Gonzalez sends her first serve over. They set up Shelton. She launches one at Isabel Larson, who cannot handle it.
Super hard swing there by Shelton, which is no shocker. I mean, she is an athlete through and through. And I think ACU's block was kind of all over the place on that one, so they'll need to establish a stronger net presence on defense if they want to be able to combat that.
Shelton, 455 kills a year ago, included 27 in a win over UT. Harper Hall serving now. Good receive from Larson. Koss sets it up for Beaver, who tips it into the net.
I know it's early on and there's plenty of room to make mistakes, but again, you just got to make those plays. You got to control what you can control. You can't give up anything to OU, especially early on when you don't know how they're going to perform against you.
We saw a few sets start sloppily for ACU earlier today. That was ultimately what led to the loss against Incarnate Word. Just gave away too many. This serve given to the Wildcats there over the back line.
You know, I like that error, though. That's a good flat serve. Just need to pull it back a little bit. That's a quick reset for them.
And we have the second libero in for the Sooners. That's Deani Fraga, a junior from California, transferred from Fresno State. And Becca Seidenberg in for ACU. Had an impressive showing earlier today. Shelton's going to slam that one down.
Wow. Great set, first of all, there by Hall, sending it behind the back with some speed, and Shelton is up and over on that. That was amazing.
You can see that one developing from a mile away. Take another look. A great set and just perfect timing and a great swing from Shelton. She's at the service line, puts this one in. Seidenberg sets up Avery Thaler, who gets one down. Did not play earlier today. Was dealing with a bit of a hamstring injury, but is back and lively as ever here.
I was noticing some fire from her during warm-ups. I think she really wanted to be in during this game, so it's great to see her go in with a big swing on her first play.
Big swing there. Sends Aubrey Beaver to the service line. Neck and neck so far in this one. Beaver serve handled by the Sooners. They return well. They're going to set up Beaver here. Softer strike there. Shelton with a big swing. It's handled by the Wildcats, and this one's sent well over by Annalise Severe.
Wow, great plays by Ramirez there. Amazing digs. And Severe, she really likes that high hand shot, which should work really well against OU, just aimed a little bit too high.
Got a great dig from Brennan Ramirez to handle what was one of the more powerful swings we've seen from Shelton all tournament. Sends true freshman Takoa Barnes to the service line. She's got a great topspin serve. Set up here for Gibson. Severe swings, and again, just a touch too far. Tipped at the net, though, in favor of the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, that swing that Severe loves to make. And when you have a big block in front of you, instead of swinging into them, you got to just swing high or swing around them. She's going to aim to go high. Now Brennan Ramirez, UT transfer back at the service line.
They're going to set up Gibson. Messy play here, out of system for the Wildcats. Courtney Church gets it over, and then a messy return from the Sooners. Church again denied at the net. A great block from Amoni Bush.
Great block by Bush. She was over the net completely in Church's face, and that ball was kind of tight, so there wasn't a ton Church could do, but she just cannot swing as hard as she can straight into the hands of Bush because she's going to get the stuff.
The third member of our broadcast team, Roman Raffaeli.
Hey Grant, we're on milestone watch here in Moody Coliseum tonight as ACU forward Braden Hubbard approaches 2,000 points in his career. 1,390 of those came at Connors State, but he's approaching 600 in his ACU career. His 16.6 points per game put him on pace to be ACU's all-time single-season scoring leader in the Division I era. If ACU is going to knock off the preseason favorite here tonight, they're going to need every single point they can get from Braden Hubbard. Guys, over to you.
Okay.
Welcome back to Moody Coliseum. 11:27 left in the first quarter. The Lancers lead it 18-13 over the Wildcats, and Dominique Daniels Jr. enters tonight's game second in the WAC in scoring with 21.4 points per game, but has also recorded 10 assists, leading to 31 points from his teammates in conference play. Those 31 points plus the 107 scored by Daniels himself accounts for 41.2% of the Lancers' total conference scoring. He was named the preseason conference player of the year for a reason and has backed it up and proved to be invaluable to his team. Guys, back to you. Coach, down at half, what's the message in the locker room?
We got to be tougher, man. I'm really disappointed in Braden right now, man. Like, we had a 9-2 lead, and then it was all offensive. We just started taking bad shots, and it's contagious when that happens. And I don't know what caused it, but we've got to figure it out. That's my job at halftime, to make some adjustments.
Welcome back to Moody Coliseum. The Lancers leading the Wildcats 58-37, and since the start of WAC play, senior guard Rich Smith has exploded for the Wildcats. He entered tonight's game leading the conference in field goal percentage at 66.7% and leads the WAC in assists with 24, moving him into the all-time ACU top 10 list with 176 in his career. He's proven to be the do-it-all guard that head coach Brett Tanner needs, adding 16.5 points per game over his last 4. Guys, over to you. Thanks, Grant. Martell, a tied season high for you today. What went well for you on the court?
Well, first, my teammates, they got me in good spots. You know, point guard getting me in the spots I need to be in, and kind of just playing the flow of the game.
Preseason player of the year on your team. What's it like playing alongside him?
He's incredible. He's incredible. He's super fast, super shifty. He can get a bucket on pretty much anyone. He's very good.
You guys started conference play 0-3, now 3-3. How much momentum does this team have?
A lot of momentum, you know. This was a tough team that they beat Utah Valley. They're a really good team who beat us, and we got all the momentum right now.
Thank you. Good luck moving forward.
I appreciate you.
Guys, back over to you.
Hey, Roman.
Hey, thanks, Andy. It's the first time in 12 days that the Wildcats have played, and while that does come after their bye last Thursday, it's largely due to Winter Storm Fern that swept through the big country over the last week. It left 5 inches of snow on the ground starting Friday night, which pushed Saturday's game against Tarleton State to Monday after the roads did not clear, but the weather did. That game has now been pushed from Monday to February 16th in Stephenville. While the break was unplanned and at times frustrating for head coach Brett Tanner, gives Wildcats a chance to reset after losing their last 3 and 4 out of 6 in conference play. Andy, over to you. Welcome back to Moody Coliseum, 54-47 in favor of the visiting Trailblazers. And tonight, the Abilene Christian coaching staff is sporting some special kicks. The shoes on the feet of head coach Brett Tanner and his staff are for this year's Coaches vs. Cancer fundraiser. Over the last 4 years, the fundraiser has brought in over $30,000, with Tanner himself matching the winning bids up to $1,000. This year's kicks hold special value to Tanner and the future auction winners, as they were designed by former Wildcat Peyton Ricks, who played for Tanner from 2016 to 2020, amassing over 1,000 points and 200 made threes in his career, which still ranks second in ACU's Division I era. The shoes worn tonight will be up for auction online and at Saturday's game in person, with the winners being announced Sunday. All of the proceeds will be donated to cancer research causes chosen by the winners. Great to see the coaches putting it beyond the court, Andy.
Raffaeli, Roman, it's all.
It'll be Diesel Tooth, Connor Ross, and Riley Hunsaker due up here in the 6th. First pitch from Landman misses low with a fastball. A 1-0 chop just foul down that third base line. Landman, a pair of walks and a home run in that 5th, gave up the 3 spot. He had 2 outs and walked the 2-hole Hansen. Of course, it was wild pitch that was ball 4, turned into, the run from third base. 1-1 driven foul down the first base line.
Well, on the other side now, Malky with the 8 strikeouts and 5 innings of scoreless baseball. You can see the ACU bullpen starting to scatter a little bit. First look at David John starting to get loose.
This one chopped just foul down the first base line.
But back to Malky, this 5 innings matches what he did versus UC Riverside his last start. 5 innings of scoreless baseball. Only had 5 strikeouts that day, so 8 today. 8 matches his second most, had 8 versus Harvard. But again, 12 is his season high at San Francisco.
1-2 misses the zone now, 2-2. Malky bringing his best stuff to WAC play.
Led the WAC in that category to start the weekend with 50. So now push that up to 58.
2-2 chopped to Zant Payne. He'll patiently grab it on a couple of hops and throw across in time to get Toth. 1 gone in the 6th.
Good patience there by Payne. I think he knew that Toth out of the box didn't have great speed. Able to play that on a high chop as he charged it first step of the infield dirt and had plenty of time to collect, exchange, and make a good strong throw over to Watkins.
Now 1 gone for Ross, who drives this one down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's foul just left of that First Financial Bank foul pole in left. And a hard drive there, 108, the exit speed off the bat of Ross.
Well, it was a no-doubter. It was going to clear the wall. It was just a matter of if it stayed fair or foul. Kind of got lost in the West Texas blue sky, but then when it came down in the contrasting colors of the trees, you could tell it was certainly foul. Just a few feet to the left of that foul pole.
And the 0-1 is popped up foul into the stands now, 0-2. Landman working ahead. Ross 0 for 1 today with a ground out and a sac fly. It went to right field. Got 4 home runs on the year, 26 strikeouts to 18 walks. 29 total hits as he grounds this one fouled into left field. Landman from the left working with a little bit more tempo here in this 6th inning. The 0-2 driven into left field. Going back is Brzezowski at the track, looking up. Robs him of a home run! A leaping grab from Gavin Brzezowski. Bullock Brothers Ballpark is fired up, and he's giving a wave to Brett Landman on the bump. How about that?
A heck of a catch. Right at the wall. Had time to find it in the air. Timed his leap well. What a catch.
And certainly took one back from the Lancers there. A web gem from Gavin Brzezowski. First pitch in for a strike here to Hunsaker in the 9-hole. As we'll take another look at it here. That one misses. One count to Hunsaker, 2 gone in the 6th. That one finds the zone 1 and 2. And here's that other look. Again, had a good beat, had a good line, and able to just time it right and make a fantastic catch. Now the 1-2 low.
There are so many things that have to go right on a play like that. That's one you practice all the time and you dream of all the time, but then the batter has to come through for you and hit one at that trajectory would give you a chance to get back up underneath it and make the leap, time it right, and then make the catch. Great play.
Now 2-2 from Landman. Cut on and missed. Well, a strikeout, a home run robbery gave the Wildcats a scoreless 6th. And we'll head to the home half from Abilene.